So I was at Total Wine in North Jersey this morning, and I picked up two bottles. One of them, you're going to say, wow, and one of them, you're going to say, why. This one's the wow, the Still Austin Cask Strength Single Barrel, one that I've never had, but that's going to be for the next review. The other one you're going to say is why, and that one is this one, Macfarlane's Reserve Select Cask Strength 110.8 proof. Why? I'll tell you why. I go to Total Wine every now and then. I see this brand, and then when I maybe get into the Wolcott's and the Old Emmers, there's certain brands that are part of what they call the Spirits Direct brand, their program, where they get certain types of whiskeys, and they do with tequilas and I believe in other spirits as well. They get them directly from distilleries. Don't know which ones they specifically are, but they get them direct per the name, and they avoid a distributor so that, in theory, it's less money. And it is. This is 110.8, and it was a cask strength. I've been curious about this, and the only reason I got it, because relatively speaking, a cask strength for $39 is not a lot compared to stuff in similar types of proof points. I said, you know what the heck? I'm just going to try this. I'm going to avoid, obviously, those 90 proof ones. Those are the regular Macfarlane's single barrel select, rather than Macfarlane's Reserve. This one's the Macfarlane's Reserved Select Cask Strength. The ones that are 90 proof are $26. This one's $39. I said, you know what? I'm curious about it. And the only other reason why I did that is because I did have one other experience with a Spirits Direct, and that was Old Emmer Cask Strength. I did a lot of reviews last year about it, and I got to be honest with you, that one really surprised me. It's a wheated bourbon. This is a wheated bourbon too, but that one beat out a lot of good wheated bourbons in blinds. I'm hoping the same thing for this. The deal with this is this 110.8 proof. As I said, it's part of the Spirits Direct program from Total Wine, so we really don't know a bunch of things about it. It says distilled in Kentucky, so we don't know what the distilleries are. I did watch one video that thought it might be Wilderness Trail, and if that's the case, based on the lower proof one, I'm not sure about that, but let's see how it goes. It is bottled by Kentucky Whiskey Bottling, and actually the name actually has some history to it. It is Major James Macfarlane, part of the Whiskey Rebellion, so there was actually a real person by this name. So that's kind of the deal. It says aged. I've seen two things. One said aged at least 4 years. I saw somewhere else where it said aged at least 3 years. Call it aged at least 3 to 4 years. This one, I've just been curious about it. Now, they have older ones. They have the regular one. I said, you know what, for $39, cask strength, 110 proof, you know what, let's give it a shot. Here we go. Fair call, kebab. Okay, so we have this poured up. Very interesting. When you look at this bottle, it looks like it says Mrs. That's the cask strength, and the regular one says Mr. But in any event, funny little tidbit. Not a good cork pop, but this is going to solve a really big mystery for me. The other thing is it's a wheated bourbon. We don't know the mash bill. At least I couldn't see it. But we knew that what we do know is that it's a bourbon, so we know it's at least 51% corn, and we know the secondary grain is wheat. Color looks, average, medium. Let's give it a nose. I'm not getting anything tremendous on the nose. Can't really tell the proof from that. Let's give this a taste. Cheers. It's all right. I don't know. Maybe I should have just kept on walking down the aisle. Let's give this another shot. I don't know. It tastes a little thin to me. It tastes like I kind of think why I see this $39. I mean, it's not terrible. By no means is this terrible. I'm getting a lot of fruit. Getting oak. I've seen some things about this being a vanilla bar. I'm not getting that yet. This is not. Let me just back up. This is not terrible. It's just fresh thoughts right off the bat. I've just been wondering why I see this so much. And as I'm just getting my thoughts together, just one thing, about Total Wine, and I'm sure maybe many of you may agree with this, some may not. I don't go to Total Wine that often. When I do, I honestly think that I have a lot of local, smaller liquor stores that have better prices and better selections than Total Wine. Total Wine's a big store. Obviously, their main focus certainly is wine by the name, but they have, a lot of, big aisle with bourbon. I just generally find that anything kind of new and interesting, stuff that may be hard to find and at better prices, I usually don't get there. The one exception, of course, was the bottle I just showed you that I'm going to review in the next review I do, the Still Austin Cask Strength Single Barrel. I know that's going to be off the charts good. And that's the exception. That one I only can find at Total Wine. But in any event, that's just my take on it. I generally, as a whole, with that exception and a few others, prefer local liquor stores. Let me give this another shot. All right, well, I'm going to get more into this like we do. Well, not bad, legs on the glass. We'll get more into this. By no means this is terrible. Listen, I paid $39 for a cask strength. So, I mean, the price is not bad. I don't think it's great. I would probably pair it against in a blind against a similar proof wheated bourbon. But I'm not going to go and do this again. My curiosity is met. I see what this is. I will tell you out of memory that when I had Old Emmer, which is also Old Emmer Cask Strength, which is also a Total Wine Spirits Direct, I'm pretty sure out of memory, because I know what my reaction was, that was better than this. So I don't know if there's any of the other Spirits Directs bourbons, if they are rye bourbons or wheated, or maybe these are the only two. But I think the Old Emmer Cask Strength is better. So we'll get to the good one next time. I would say, if you see these, depending, this is New Jersey. I mean, I would think, I'm not sure if the Total Wine prices are is similar in different places, but it could even be less in other places. If you're curious, give it a shot. But I mean, this is not something I'm going to sit and recommend. It's not something I'm going to get again, at least at this point. Sometimes my opinion changes as I go on, but I'm happy, tried it, curiosity, satisfied, not a rebuy yet. We'll see how it goes as we get through it. Cheers.